Cape Town has a road that looks like it was abandoned mid-thought. It rises into the city and then simply stops. No destination, no ending, just a piece of freeway hanging in the air above a city that learned to drive around it. Thousands of people pass it. Some notice it and wonder what went wrong. Others barely see it at all. But once you finally notice it properly, it becomes difficult to ignore. Because then it is no longer just concrete. It becomes a question. Why does this bridge stop? What was it supposed to become? And how did Cape Town end up with one of the strangest unfinished structures in South Africa standing in plain sight? This is the Foreshore Freeway Bridge, often called Cape Town's Bridge to Nowhere. And to understand why it still feels so eerie, you have to go back to a time when cities all over the world were dreaming big in concrete. The foreshore itself was never meant to stay exactly as it was. This part of Cape Town grew through land reclamation along Table Bay, as the city expanded its harbour and reshaped the edge of the CBD. As Cape Town modernized, planners imagined a future built around faster roads, bigger traffic flows, and a more car-driven city. The bridge was part of that vision. It formed part of a broader freeway plan linked to the Eastern Boulevard Highway, a network meant to move vehicles efficiently into and around the city. In other words, this was never supposed to be a weird landmark. It was supposed to be useful. Construction got going in the early 1970s, but the ending never came. Work stopped in 1977, and that unfinished ending has lasted far longer than the original plan ever did. Over the years, plenty of people have tried to explain it away with rumors. Some say there was a design mistake. Some say there was a private property problem. Some say the city simply forgot about it. But the more grounded explanation is less dramatic and maybe more revealing. The project appears to have run into the kind of problem big city visions often do: money, changing priorities, and a future that did not unfold exactly the way planners imagined. By the time the structure stood there unfinished, Cape Town had a concrete reminder of what happens when a grand urban plan outruns its moment. And that is part of what makes this bridge so fascinating. It is not just unfinished infrastructure. It is a visible piece of a city's old ambitions. A frozen idea, a plan interrupted, a road built for a future that never fully arrived. That is why the bridge feels different once you know the story. Before, it is just something odd in the background. Afterwards, it starts to feel like a question hanging over the city. Why was so much certainty poured into concrete? Why was it left there? And why do cities so often keep their most fascinating stories hidden in plain sight? Today, the Foreshore Bridge is more than an unfinished road. It is a landmark, a curiosity, a piece of urban folklore, and maybe a reminder that cities are full of half-finished dreams. Things we pass every day without really asking what happened. So, the next time you see that bridge rising into Cape Town and stopping in mid-air, you will not just see an unfinished structure. You will see an old idea still hanging above the city. And maybe the more unsettling question is not why that bridge was never finished. Maybe it is this: what else have we learned to drive past without really seeing? If this made you say, "Yo, I didn't know that," follow or subscribe to Did You Know SA for more South African stories hiding in plain sight.